Hello, everybody. My name is Brandon Hicks. Welcome. Sing for Hope is thrilled to present today Nathan Lucrezio, brought to you here on Open Arts. Now, Nathan is a New York City-based performer. His credits include Broadway shows such as Cinderella, Aladdin, and Diana, as well as an album entitled Nathan Lucrezio Covers Volume 1. You can also find him in the upcoming Netflix film of Diana coming this year. Now, Open Arts is Sing for Hope's virtual arts programming platform, which brings great concerts by top talent to you live every time. It's always free and it's open to everyone. Open Arts is 100% supported by donations, so we do appreciate the donations of our viewers today. And we also extend a special thank you to Unitex, who is a founding sponsor of Open Arts, for making this program possible. Unitex Healthcare Laundry Services is the largest family-owned and operated healthcare linen and uniform rental company in the country and has been serving the Northeast region for 100 years. We're grateful for your generous support. Now, once again, we are presenting Nathan Lucrezio today. Welcome, Nathan. I'm excited to hear what you're going to sing for us first.
Hello, thank you, Brandon. I always love being here. I always love performing. And that was a very nice introduction. I feel like I'm always, as sometimes I've like hosted my own concert, but I'm like, you know what? I need Brandon at every concert that I do now. So I appreciate it. Awesome. All right. Well, Broadway's coming back. You know, it is. It is coming back. There's shows that are opening at the moment. I'm actually not in the city right now. I'm in upstate with my parents, having a lovely time with them. But I can't stop thinking about Broadway. And we all know this song, and I feel like it's the perfect way to start this concert. All right. And if you know the lyrics, please, you must sing along. All right. It's in the show called Ain't Too Proud. All right, here we go. They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. They say there's always magic in the air. They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. They say you're walking down the street and you ain't had enough to eat. The glitter rubs right off and run away. Oh, they say the women treat you fine on Broadway. I can say from experience that that's true. But looking at them just gives me the blues. Oh. 'Cause how you gonna make some time when all you got is one thin dime? And one thin dime won't even shine your shoes. Hey, get your hands snapping. Ha, ha. Now I always mess up these cutoffs, so here we go. They say that I won't last too long on Broadway, on Broadway. I'll catch a Greyhound bus for home, they all say. Yeah, I messed up. And then we come in right here. Hey, but they're dead wrong, I know they are. 'Cause I can play this here guitar, and I won't quit till I'm a star on Broadway. Your turn on Broadway, on Broadway. Your turn on Broadway, on Broadway, on Broadway. Oh, and then I love this. As it goes out, you got the guitar, and they're dancing. If you haven't seen Ain't Too Proud, get to see it. They are dancing, and I literally sat there with my friend, and I was so joyful. And that's the thing about Broadway. Broadway is so joyful. It brings so many different stories. It brings so many different types of music. It brings so many types of different genres in literally like a mile. A mile. There's all of these theaters, and it's unlike anywhere else. So I'm just so excited to go back. I'm going to be in the new show Diana that's coming to Broadway, and we open on Broadway November 17th is our official opening, and then we'll be on Netflix October 1st. So I hope that y'all will check it out. All right, so moving on. We got the Broadway. That's happening. I got involved with musical theater when I was very, very young. And this next song I'm going to sing is from a huge inspirational show to me. It's called What Do I Need with Love? And it's from the show Thoroughly Modern Millie. Also, can we talk about the spotlight that's happening right now on my face? Like, I'm getting the spotlight. Brandon, do you see that? It's like, it's happening.
Yeah, it's very Adam's Family, Morticia, just over your eyes. It's perfect.
Literally just over, yeah, so I'm going to adjust. But hey, the spotlight is finding me. It's very, it's fun. All right, here we go. What do I need with love from the show Thoroughly Modern Millie? Oh, the places I would like to show you, although I hardly know you. I've a funny feeling we make a perfect pair. Famous sights I wanna see you seeing, the nights of you and me, Wait a minute, just a minute. No, 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 no. I'm the show with just one aim. Every night to date a different dame. Call each one of them the same pet name. Hey baby, in a row I have my ducks. Loads of gals to pick loads of yucks. Keep the coo into the other clucks. I don't mean maybe, got it good. What do I need with love? Always practice what I preach. Keep temptation at an easy reach. Stick to dolls who wash their hair in bleach. I'm happy, come and go the way I choose. Never gonna sing the tie-down blues. Other guys would kill to fill my shoes. No wing, clipped, sappy, got it good. What do I need with love? That was a near miss. Talk about a close shave. Flirted with disaster. There must be someone up there watching over me. Talk about a four-leaf clover me. Peter Rabbit's missing footsie means I roll without a tootsie. Got it good. What do I need with love? I've got it good. What do I need with love? Skip the vows and all that rot. How the men say that I do not. Bright and breezy is the birds and bees is the free and easy is the life I've got. Without her. Although I hardly know you, I need with love. I've got it good. Got it good. But now I got it. Got it. I got it bad.
Well, you may only be able to hear my applause right now, but Nathan, I know everybody that's watching right now is applauding. That was awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Brandon. Thank you. It's one of my favorite songs. Have you seen Thoroughly Modern Millie? Have you ever seen it?
I have seen only the film version. I've never seen it on stage.
Yeah, I think it's time for another revival. So I'm like putting that out there into the world. And
It's in the universe now.
I want Sutton to come back. I don't care. I just want her back. I want her back. She's so good. But yeah, like as I was saying, I mean, shows like Thoroughly Modern Millie, shows like, oh my goodness, like Kiss Me Kate, It's Too Darn Hot, like that type of musical theater is what got me doing this. And now I think it's so funny that I'm doing an 80s rock pop musical as a as a mid 30s man, when like that was all the stuff I wanted to do in my 20s, and all I did in my 20s was like Cinderella and then Disney, Aladdin. I'm like, so now I finally feel like I'm moving into a different direction. But the basis of that musical theater will always live in my heart. And so, speaking of Diana, again, we really have a great pop rock sound. And I love that we're going to be on Broadway with shows such as Dear Evan Hansen and Hadestown. Hadestown's like right across the street. So I have to sing this song. It's been my pandemic song, and it's really filled my pop musical theater jar up. So if you know this one, sing along. I've learned to slam on the brakes before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share, no, I got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Oh, step out of the sun, because you've learned, because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Oh, the stars in our eyes. Start believing that we belong, but every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Oh, step out of the sun, because you've learned, because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, I'm waving through a window. Oh, I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving when you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around? Do you ever really crash or even make a sound when you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around? Do you ever really crash or even make a sound when you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around? Do you ever really crash or even make a sound when you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around? Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I've never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, I'm waving through a window. Oh, I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving? Waving? Oh, hey.
Oh my God, you killed that thing. You brought it back to life and then you killed it again. Oh my God, that was awesome.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Thank you. I mean, I love that song so much because I feel like, as far as the pandemic, and I've shared this on Sing for Hope before, I feel like we've all been behind our windows, just like literally waving to people like, hello. And like, you kind of sort of feel like you're out of it. And now I know that we're coming back into it, and now we're doing it, and it feels great. I just think that song, came out at a time that it was going to have a different meaning in a couple years, and I'm very excited to see the film. Can't wait. Um, yeah, it's going to be great. All right, so moving on. So yes, pop musical theater has also influenced me, but I started listening to sort of like blues and swing music when I was in high school. And I was introduced to shows such as Wonderful Town starring Donna Murphy. And then I would watch the repeat Tony performance of Swing. It was in 2000, and I would just watch it in my high school years. And Anne Hampton Callaway would sing this song called Blues in the Night, which was an Ella Fitzgerald original, I believe. But I couldn't get Anne's version out of my head. And then years later, I had the fortunate opportunity to sing on Fran Drescher's Cabaret Cruise, and Anne Hampton Callaway was there, and I sang this song. I've sung the song so many times, but I always try to change it up in my time with Sing for Hope. So I hope you enjoy this. This is my version of Blues in the Night. Mama done told me when I was in knee pants. My mama done told me, son, a woman will sweet talk, give you the big eye. But there is one thing I know. A woman's a two-face, a worrisome thing who will leave you to sing the blues in the night. Now the rains are calling, hear the train a calling. My mama done told me, hear that lonesome whistle blowing across the trestle. My mama done told me, oh, clickety-clack, going back, the blues in the night. The evening breeze, it will start the trees and cry, and the moon will hide its light. When you get the blues in the night, from Natchez to Mobile, from Memphis to St. Joe, my mama done told me when I was in knee pants. My mama done told me, so a woman will love you, she'll take you in, but when the sweet talking's done, a woman will love ya. Don't worry about her, she's the one. The blues, the night. Oh, oh, my mama was right. There's gonna be blues in the night. Hey.
Wow, Nathan, now I know that you said that you are staying with your family right now. Do they just love hearing all these concerts that you give?
I think they're a little like, oh, he's singing again.
He's just in
what
there
is he what
singing.
is he doing now? Teaching a dance class, riffing all over the place, So they love it though. I'm actually funny enough in my sister's. We're all older now, obviously, so we all have to like adjust. But I'm in the sister room, uh, growing up as a kid, and I was like, man, I like this a little better. So it's fun to be broadcasting a concert from my sister's bedroom. Um, Anyways, yes, it is fun to be home. Love the family. All right, so now that I feel like I've given you a wide array within the first like four songs, we're gonna change it up even more. And along with musical theater, I love to always drop this sort of like nugget of information from time to time. I did Irish dance for a very long time. Did it for like 10 years. I did it alongside theater, and I didn't know if they were ever going to line up. And I had no desire ever to like be in Riverdance or Lord of the Dance beyond high school, because I remember even thinking as a kid, I was like, oh, like that's all I would do for the rest of my life. And there were so many other things I wanted to do. I still keep it up. I still do Irish dance. I still kind of, I'm actually funny enough working on a musical that's based on Irish dance. I've taught it here and there. So I think that there's this great interest to kind of combine Irish dancing with pop musical theater stuff. So it's really exciting time, and I feel like it's great at my age group to be doing that. But this song, called "The Streets of Dublin," is from a musical called "A Man of No Importance." And in college, we did this show. I was not the title character that played this part, but I played Baldy, the 75-year-old man, and I had a song called "The Cuddles That Mary Gave." And it's just a beautiful show, and I ended up doing some Irish dance in the show. So it was like a combination of so many different things. So right now, I'm going to sing this for you. It is the lead character is Robbie, and he's talking about all the things on the street of Dublin that he just absolutely loves. And I've been to Ireland before, and this song really does capture the heart of Ireland. I don't want to stand on the stage with a sword. I went to a pantomime once. I was bored. I'm not a poetical sort of a person like you. When I need a poem, the streets and the gutters will do. There's Tommy Flanagan who lights the gas lamps, 190 lamps in Phoenix Park alone. He's done it drunk for over 57 years. In Dublin and down on Henry Street is Mad John Mayer, old rambling Johnny with a face like hammered meat. But Johnny singing brings a Dublin man to tears. I don't know the words to tell you how it feels, or how to put it in a rhyme. But if you come with me, you'll know how the lamps in the park look like God in the dark as they glow on the streets of Dublin. I love this. The dealers hawking and the dockers yelling, the buskers banging and the ragmen ringing bells. And there's Maureen whose door is always open for Dublin! And Tony Keeley with his racing pigeons. It's like religion, how he lives to fly those birds. He swears they travel for 100 miles or more. I don't know the kind of words that you might say, but I can put it my own way. And if you come with me, you'll know that those birds on their wing are a beautiful thing as they blow through the streets of Dublin. And there's music like nothing you've heard if you know the right jukebox to play. There are glasses to raise in surviving the day. Down where Miss Kitty Farley is pouring whiskey and Frankie Donahue is lighting her cigar. A smoky den where working men don't bring the wife. It's the laughter of fellas with stories to tell, men who love to get drunk and raise true back in hell. Or you come out with me and you'll see what you're missing in life on the streets of Dublin. 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 Ah, what? Who wrote that? You know what I mean? And it's Linz and, oh my gosh, Brandon, you might have to help me out. I think it's, who is it? Linz and Flaherty? Am I making that? I think it is them. And the funny thing is I auditioned for them because I'm pretty sure that they wrote Anastasia as well. And I actually had the opportunity to audition with them. I almost got Anastasia. I was this close. I thought it was going to be like my Broadway debut. I was so excited. And then it didn't end up happening, but I got to sing for them. And I was like, these are the people. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this light is absolutely insane. I'm trying to like figure it out. It's like my chest is like, ah! But hey, it's mood lighting. It's really fun. It's great. All right,
it's your personal spotlight for today.
It's my personal spotlight. I'm just like, do you want to lift it up a little bit, son? Just like lift it up a little bit. Come on, man. Yeah, so that was a huge influence on me. I love that it all came together in college. And then when I went to the city, I was very fortunate. I started working right away. I did the national tour of a chorus line. And then I ended up sort of doing my own thing for 3 years in the city, and I wanted to be a writer. And I worked at Broadway Dance Center. I did I almost like went back into retraining and understanding the city. And then I ended up being in Cinderella, and then I was in Aladdin for 4.5 years, and now I'm doing Diana. Like, I've just been very blessed to keep going and keep doing things. And I feel like everything I've worked on, all of my loves of different music have paid off in a way because I've studied it in a way, you know. And Brandon, I feel like you're a performer as well, I believe. So you could sort of, you get it. It's like you get those moments where you're like, oh, everything has paid off in this one moment, you know, like whether it's a small little reading or something you're doing for a friend, you're like, oh, it makes sense, you know, everything I'm doing here. So very, very lucky. All right. But how did this even begin? You know, it's so funny. Like, how did this really even begin? Like, when did it bite you that you were like, oh, I'm going to do this? And I know exactly when it was. I was in the 7th grade. And we were doing You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I played Snoopy, all right? And what they did at my school was they sort of broke up the parts in 3 different people. So we had like 3 Lucys, 3 Snoopies, 3 Charlie Browns, 3 Linuses. But of course, I was crazy. And they were like, just give Nathan a lot of the stuff. So they gave me the big supper time number. And here it is. I'm going to also do the monologue if I can remember it in the beginning. Where's the music? Okay, here it is. Let me get into character. I'm on the Snoopy's house. Just imagine it's red. It's supper time, and Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, a willowy, hollow shape of a dog. He'll remember when no furry friend comes to greet him after school, and then he'll remember, and he'll rush out here to the doghouse. But it will be too late. There'll be nothing left but the bleached puppy bones of Snoopy. Nothing left but my empty stomach. And then, of course, he goes into like even into more of this thing. I think he starts talking about like Red Robin, and he has this whole moment where he's got the scarf and he's like, and then Charlie Brown comes out and he's like, supper time! Supper time! Behold, bringing home of meat and ale, which is brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold, the flowing flag and moist and sweet, which has been served our thirst. And Charlie says, okay, it's just dinner. Get off that doghouse and eat. And then Snoopy's like, ooh, okay. All right. Hey. Then you hear the bass. He starts dancing. He goes, oh, oh. Of course, my version I would rap. Do 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 do. Well, it's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Heard that's time of day. It's supper time. Yeah. It's supper time. And when supper time comes, can supper be far away? Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up. It's supper, 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 supper time. Whistle. Oh gosh, can I do it? I got it! Fire and do well, fire and do well. It's supper time. Little Poppy loves everyone, cause it's supper, 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 super pepper up and supper, 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 supper time. Winter time's nice with ice and snow. Summertime's nice with a place to go. A bedtime, a overtime, a halftime too. But they just can't hold a candle to my supper time. Oh, supper time. Hey, a do, a do, 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 do. And he does all that stuff as he's eating it. Bring on the dog bone, bring on the fun. Pappy's little puppy loves everyone. It's supper, 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 super pepper upper, supper, super supper time. Supper time, supper time. So bring on the bone, it's time to eat. Bring on the meat. He's going crazy. He's dancing, and they've got like a choir out there, and then he sings, give me food, give me water, give me something to chew. Give me food, give me water, give me something to chew. Give me food, give me water, give me something to chew. Give me food, give me water, give me something to do. And then Charlie comes out and he's like, hey, cut that out. How many times do I have to tell you? That's supper time. It's just supper. And he's like, well, what's wrong with making supper time a joyous occasion? Which I agree with, okay? Supper time is really, truly supper, 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 supper time. Woo! Talk about a show-stopping number that was done by Roger Bart. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but he did that in the revival with Kristen Chenoweth, because so many people know Roger Bart from, like, I think it was Desperate Housewives. No, Stepford Wives, and they know him from, oh my gosh, I think not Scandal. There was some TV series that he was on. Do you know what it is, Brandon?
Well, I remember The Producers too, and then also Roger Bart was the voice of Hercules.
Yes.
Yes.
So people don't know that. Like, I think he won a Tony for it in 1999. And so it's just insane to me that, like, he's that talented. And I have always wanted to meet him and work with him. And I hope someday that I get to do this role. Like, I really do hope someday that I can be Snoopy someday. So
we'll just put that out in the universe too.
Yes, please. You know, because it's just, he gets to steal the show, he gets to dance, he does all the things, and I feel like my 7th grade 13-year-old self would be very, very excited. But moving on from that, I have been this whole year kind of revisiting how I got into theater, and I love these concerts because it's helped me sing songs that I put on the back burner. And another song that I've been singing for a lot of Sing for Hope Grams and for these concerts is You'll Be Back from Hamilton. And what I love about this song and this character, he comes out on stage, He literally is on stage for 17 minutes. He steals the show and then he disappears. So we're going to put that out into the universe as well. that I would be able to do that. But this is You'll Be Back. If you know it, you know it. Sing it with me. It's a classic from the musical Hamilton. What's Hamilton? Wait, have you heard? No one's heard of it? Oh. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I am your main. You'll be back soon, you'll see. You'll remember you belonged to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans fall, oceans rise, and I've seen the other through the eyes. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. No! Don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subjects, my sweet submissive subjects, my loyal subjects, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back, time will tell. I will fight and win the war for your love, for your grace, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing you heard. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family, I promise I won't, to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody. Da 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 da. I might have to re-audition considering I mess up those lyrics in the middle of that.
I didn't
kept
even
going.
notice. You did. You totally kept going. Now, Nathan, I think we have time for one more. Do you have one more song
Great.
for us?
I do, Brandon. I do. I love seeing Brandon. By the way, he's jamming, he's swaying, makes me feel good. Thank you all for joining us on the stream. I love doing this. Please support Sing for Hope so we can keep on keeping on. All right, one last song. What should it be? What should it be? So many options. Oh, okay. We're gonna close out with this. This is a song called Unaware, and it is literally. Okay, so Alan Stone. I don't know if any of you know Alan Stone, but he is a singer-songwriter. He's got like this bluesy, crazy, riffy voice, and the way that he looks, you would be like, that comes out of you? Like, you just wouldn't expect it. And I walked past him in LA. I literally walked past him at 6:30 in the morning. It's like, who is this man? He smiled at me, I smiled at him, and then I was like, that's Alan Stone! It was really exciting, and I've been singing his music for the past few years. So Here is Unaware. Every day, deficit grows. You spend more than you owe. I've always said to me, keep a close eye on your authority. Say that you can. Oh, and I was unaware. You say that you care. Oh, and I was unaware. All you do is push. Oh, tear. We can't stretch it any further. Push. Oh, tear. We can't stretch it any further. Push. Oh, tear. We can't stretch it any further. Push. Oh, tear. All you do is push, oh, tear. We can't stretch it any further. Push, oh, tear. We can't stretch it any further. Push, oh, tear. We tear. And that's that.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Nathan. That was wonderful. I so enjoyed it. I know you said you've done your set before, but that was my first time hearing it. So it was really a treat. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Brandon. This was so fun. Thank you for having me.
Good, good. Well, now, everybody, I want to remind you, you have just been here for Sing for Hope's Open Arts featuring Nathan Lucrezio. Now, Open Arts is 100% donation driven, so we are, driven by your donations and also the donations of some of our sponsors like Unitex, the Healthcare Laundry Services. So we do appreciate you making those donations. You can do that at singforhope.org/donate, and you can also check out our calendar for upcoming events at singforhope.org/calendar. All right, everybody, we will see you again next time. Have a wonderful